Hi, I'm going to do a mosaic with you today. Now, mosaic is an art form that was started about 4,000 years ago by the Greeks, and they used little bits of colored rock and seashells. Well, I don't have seashells or colored rock, but I did have some eggshells, so that's what I used. I used some eggshells and I got some food dye from the grocery store. It comes in these little teeny tiny little bottles, and that's enough because you don't need but a few drops to dye an eggshell. Now, the first one I made was this one, and I learned something when I was making this one because if mom cracks open an egg, there's a film inside of the egg. You want to get that out. It's kind of slimy, and just keep rubbing it with your finger until you get that part out, because then the dye will stick to the eggshell better. And the inside of the eggshell actually turns out to be a darker color than the outside does. Now, if I wanted the whole thing the darker color, I could have used it, but I thought, well, that's kind of cool. I think I will make the part of my flower lighter. I did the stem and the leaves with a colored pencil. You don't have to do the whole picture in mosaics. Now, I did another one that I want to show you how I did it. And I did my butterfly, and butterflies are, what do we call them when they're the same on both sides? That's right, they're symmetrical. So I want to show you exactly how I did this. First I drew him, and then I put some glue on the background. A little bit of glue so there's something for the eggshell to stick to. Now, I have a little puddle of glue by my eggshells. Now, you need something tiny like a toothpick, because if you start to pick these pieces up with your fingers, you'll get glue on your fingers, and then they won't want to let go, and it'll be incredibly frustrating. So you get some glue on there and pick up the eggshell, and you can kind of scoot it into place. Dip your toothpick in glue every time. If you don't have toothpicks, just go outside and see if you can find a little tiny stick. Dip it in the glue, pick up another piece of eggshell, and keep going. Keep going, keep going, until you have filled up this space with your mosaic. Now, if it sticks to it and doesn't want to let it go, that's why I have a second toothpick here, and I can kind of shove it off of the toothpick with the second one. Now, again, you don't have to use eggshells. If you have colored paper, you could do that. If you have newspaper, I have seen a little panda. When I was looking for some art projects, I've seen a little panda done with nothing but little ripped up pieces of newspaper. And he came out really cute. I just keep putting these pieces down, and if it doesn't quite look right, you can rearrange them some. This one's got a little edge sticking up. That's it. If you try to rub that film out later, it doesn't do it so well. You have to get it when it's the egg is first cracked open. Okay, almost finished. Doesn't take very long to do this. It looks like something that is like, oh, I don't want to do that, Miss Duncan. That looks like that's going to take forever. But actually, it doesn't. And if you're looking for a little piece and you don't have any little tiny pieces, just take a bigger piece and break it in half. As you know, eggshells break really easily. Okay, now I'm going to show you this. I might go back and put some more in some of these little empty spaces, but that's basically how you do the butterfly or the flower or anything else you would like to do with eggshell mosaics. Remember, you can use paper, you can add other things with crayon or colored pencil, and I hope you'll try this and enjoy doing it. See you next time.